Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today we're going to talk about the new Regal collection that just dropped, but before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, as like of the video puts the video to the recommended, and of course subscribe and put you a notification for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into the video. Okay, so as you can see, we finally got the LeBron James GOAT collection, which again was a little confusing because they dropped Wemby and we're like, well, Wemby's a rookie, why would he even be considered a GOAT? So the GOAT series basically isn't necessarily about you being a GOAT. The GOAT series is just more about, you know, which one's going to spend the most money, right? Let's just keep it a stack, right? But anywho, we now have LeBron James, and again, like I said, I'm not playing this game mode anymore, but y'all want me to continue to give you updates and give you news, and that's what I'll do. But yeah, so as you can see here, you do have the LeBron James GOAT series, and it's going to be the same exact way like it has been for all the other GOAT series. It's going to be gambling, right? 100% gambling. You're going to have to open up as many packs as possible, hoping that you will be able to get a LeBron James GOAT card. Of course, you will be able to get the 97 overall LeBron James by completing some challenges. Now, you are also in the realm of getting 100 overall Jimmy Butler and 100 overall Anthony Davis. Jimmy Butler jump shot might need a different base. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? It's a little slow. Anthony Davis, and I guess the reason why I say this because ever since they did Tim Duncan, they souped Tim Duncan's jump shot up. I'm always thinking like, well, when are you gonna do something to make some of these other 100 overall cards that have kind of weird releases, make those better? So that's where I'm kind of looking at. But regardless, Anthony Davis and Jimmy Butler, they're really, really good names. Their cards not necessarily going to be better than some of the ones we already have. It's really hard to compete with 100 overall Yao Ming. Like, if you had to choose between 100 overall Yao Ming or 100 overall Giannis, like, those are going to be difficult. Tim Duncan jump shot is absolutely insane. So those things to keep in mind. But as you can see here, you will get lock-ins of Dark Matter Lamar Odom. You got Cam Reddish, you got Darius Miles, and you have Duncan Robinson for the Galaxy Opal options. So for the first time, I'm thinking this is the first time you get a lock-in of a Dark Matter, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but to have a Lamar Odom lock-in is different, right? So that's something I guess you can theoretically get excited about, but in my humble opinion, I still feel like, of course, the best ones here is going to be the Dark Matter Cade Cunningham, along with the 100 overall Anthony Davis and Jimmy Butler. These three cards are the ones that we're going to want, but let's just keep it a stack. It's going to be Dark Matter, Ray Allen, and Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas was the center that played for LeBron James for all those years with the Cavs. So again, they have, and I can't remember, it's like Zydrunas Ilgauskas. I know it's Ilgauskas because I remember them always saying his name, but I think it's Zydrunas Ilgauskas. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I think he's in the Ring of Honor or whatever they call it in Cleveland, as far as I think his jersey might be retired, or I think he might be in the Hall of Fame. I'm not sure. I think he's one of them. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they did retire his jersey, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, he was a serviceable player, but he probably was the best player LeBron James played with for a long time in the beginning of his career. So anyway, let's keep that in mind. I'm not really excited about this because it's gambling. Now, here, as you see here, you have the Father's Day event. The Father's Day event is a nice little wrinkle, I guess you can say. It is also going to be able to give you the Evos, if I'm not mistaken here. So this weekend we celebrate fathers and sons throughout my team. You can also, how I say here, new evolutions will also be added to the existing NBA father and son package players. Check out each player's Evo requirements in the edit player menu. Each of these players are available directly in the player market, and Evoing some will unlock agendas in the groups for the Dark Matter Nance and Barry cards. So we all know that Rick Barry had like 3 sons in the NBA. You got John Barry right here. We have Britt Barry that won the dunk contest, and I know there's another Barry. And of course, we know Larry Nance. He was one of the original dunk contest winners. I think he won the year after Dr. J, or maybe something like that, whatever, when he was with the Suns. And then, of course, you have Larry Nance Jr., his son. I'm not sure who he plays with now. Maybe it's the Cavs. He kind of moved around a little bit. But, and then, of course, you have Del Curry with his son Seth and Seth and Steph. Of course, you know Scottie Pippen, his son plays for the Lakers. Of course, you have Glenn Robinson. His son is Glenn Robinson III. I don't think Glenn Robinson III is even in the league anymore. Maybe he is. I'm not sure. And then, of course, Juwan Howard, his son's a rookie that plays with I'm not sure who he plays with. The Magic, maybe? I'm not sure, right? But anywho, this should be a nice little wrinkle, so it's good to see what the Evos are going to be when that comes out tomorrow. I think that'd be pretty dope. And then, of course, we all know RIP to Jerry West. We already got this yesterday. News was out there about this 300 overall Jerry West, which, again, to me, in my humble opinion, was a massive slap in the face because his SIGs are trash. His SIGs are trash. They gave him normal, moving, crawl. All his SIGs were bad. They gave him Pro 2 hop jumper. They could have gave him normal, the leaners. There were so many things they could have done to make this card great. But we're talking about, come on, is 2K really gonna make a 300 overall card great? That, to me, that's where I have some issues. It's you're talking about the logo of the game. You're talking about Jerry West, one of the 75 greatest players to ever play. And NBA 2K decides to drop the worst 100 overall card in the game? Does that make sense? Is that really paying respect? Or is it almost we gotta do something, so let's do it, but make sure it's not good enough to where he's just the best point guard, so no one else is gonna try to gamble and get out other cards? To me, you're better off not even doing this, because if you either go all the way or you do nothing at all. But you can't half-ass it, because if you half-ass it, you're gonna disrespect a lot of people. I'm a diehard Lakers fan, and what you doing right here is disrespectful. So y'all let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about that. Jerry West is the worst 100 overall card we got. His SIGs are absolutely trash. His SIGs are trash. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. So also, it looks like we have A'ja Wilson coming up as a player coach. Not sure what she's gonna do, but it was funny because I felt like Stewie, hers was actually pretty straight, because I think he got a +10 to stuff. But I haven't done none of these things, whatever, but I think hers was pretty dope. I'm not sure what hers is, but again, like I said, I haven't been playing the game mode anymore, so I'm not really motivated to do these. But depending on what A'ja Wilson as a coach is probably gonna be something defensive side, because she's really a two-way player. So I've been using Doc Rivers a lot, because Doc Rivers has, the +4 to defense, and then has +4 to shooting, 3-ball, and then other defensive stuff. So maybe A'ja Wilson will be something like that. The salary cap, it looks like you have Adrian Dantley, for the final round. And of course, that would give you to Josh Smith. Again, I didn't do that because I felt like it was just a waste of time. Because I just didn't think that, it was worth grinding for Josh Smith, especially after you had, how you go from the Dikembe Mutombo to Josh Smith. That's kind of how I looked at it. Now this one right here is intriguing, because this is clutch time update. Now this is single player, this is offline. Now Serge Ibaka has a really, really good release. He's a good two-way player. So I'm interested to see what his SIGs is and what that release is. Because again, playing offline is not bad at all. You should be able to, get these 50 games out of the way pretty quickly. So again, I will hold my opinion on this until tomorrow when I see the actual release of his SIGs and animations, okay? And then, of course, as you see right here, we have another championship ring. They did finally drop the award for hitting 24 of them things. And again, those awards were absolutely trash. It is what it is. And then, of course, you got the A'ja Wilson on September. Let me see, the final Spark release for Season 7 will come with 6 new 98 and 99 overall cards to be earned. 6 new, okay, so 6. So I'm pretty sure there might be 2 99s. So they've been doing 2 99s now. And then the other 4 would be Galaxy Opals. And then you had the Dark Matter. Tim Thompson gets swapped out for another Dark Matter player card and Season Mode win rewards. And then it says, the final week of Season 7 and MyTeam look like, okay, Dark Matter, 99 Dark Matter reward via agendas is triple threat. Okay, so then of course, next Friday we'll get the new triple threat co-op award. So that's pretty much what we have right there. Not really excited about the salary cap. The clutch time one, Serge Ibaka could be interesting, depending on how he does. A'ja Wilson as a coach should be interesting. And then of course, like I said, Jerry West was absolute disgrace. Father's Day is pretty dope. And then the Regal, again, is absolutely just not, this dude the lock-ins, like I said, man. But anyway, other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon on the Banger Man. When I say back soon on the Banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.